Welcome everyone to your Pilates challenge. Today you won't need any equipment except the mat and maybe a cushion for your head. And today we're going to concentrate on the abdominals and on the legs. So it's going to be 30 minutes and I'm going to give you lots of prompting. Hope you enjoy it. Let's come onto the mat. We're going to lower ourselves down. And we're going to start with knees to chest. So you're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest and you're going to breathe out. Breathe in to lower, breathe out to bring the other leg in. Try to remember about what we discussed last time regarding the breathing. You want to breathe nice and wide and full into your ribs. And breathe out through your mouth, pulling your belly button in and up towards the spine. Let's take 2 more here. And then we're going to continue with the same exercise, but this time we're going to bring our chest up and curl up. We're going to feel a nice stretch into our back as well as our legs. Try to feel the rise of your chest through your abdominals. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Last one. Very good. From here, interlace the fingers like this and bring them behind your head, supporting your head. And we are going to start with some abdominal curl-ups. Place your feet onto the mat underneath the knee. You breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Keep your arms nice and wide in your peripheral vision. Don't pull onto your arms. You want to feel the movement coming from your center. That's your core. We've got 4 more. Two more. And on the last one, let's hold it up here. Good. Chest is nice and wide, collarbones open. From here, let's lift the right leg up in tabletop, followed by the left one. From here, we're going to continue with the single leg stretch. But this time, we're going to hold the arms behind our head. So I'm just concentrating on strengthening through the thigh muscle, feeling that length through the leg. Also pulling the belly button in as I'm stretching the leg. You breathe out to stretch, breathe in to come back, breathe out to stretch through the other side. Good. Keep lifting up through your abdominals. We've got 4 more. You want to stretch the leg maybe 45 degrees, not too low, because your lower back is gonna arch. Sorry. Good. Last one. Good. From here, come back to center. We're gonna do one more exercise for the abdominals, which is called crisscross, and is working onto our obliques. So you're gonna continue with the same movement of the legs, but this time you're gonna twist from your back. Breathe out to twist. Breathe in to come back. Take your time. Try not to rush through this. Want your mind and body connection. Thinking about our breath, our lower back imprinted down onto the mat, and also about the form. Once we've ticked all this, then we can think about the fluidity. Let's pick it up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Head is down, knees coming in. Let's roll the hips left and right. Good. And let's take a full body stretch. So I'm stretching the legs out, hands above the head, and we do a full body stretch. Take a deep breath in and out to relax. Bring your arms down to the mat. Let's flex the knees. Feet are underneath the knees. We keep the shoulder blades nice and squeezed together. Palms are facing down, squeezing through the tricep down onto the mat. From here, we're going to tilt through the pelvis and roll it up, one vertebra at a time. This is your bridge exercise, really working through the mobility of the spine. You've got this. Very good. We've got 5 more repetitions here. Try to articulate one vertebra at a time. Maybe as you come up, you want to check your pelvis that is nice and square to the floor. Very good. Pushing through the heels. As you come up, you scoop in through the abdominals. Hold that contraction. Very good. Last 2. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Ears away from the shoulders. Good. Last one. We hold the hips up. I'm shuffling the heels back towards the bottom, and then from here I'm keeping the hands down onto the mat. I'm pulsing up the heels and down, up onto the balls of the feet and down. Very good. Concentrate on squeezing those glutes together. Continue to scoop in through the abdominals. Please be aware not to arch through the lower back. Just stay nice and tall through the crown of your head. Good. You should start feeling a nice warmth through the hamstrings, through the glutes, and also through the calves. Good. 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. And then from here, we open and close. Open the knees out and close. If you want, you can keep the feet also down onto the mat. Open and close. So just choose your option here. See what you feel comfortable with. Just want you to feel it in your glutes. It's very important not to lower your hips. You can place your arms onto your hips here, onto your pelvis. So as I'm opening, I'm trying to maintain the pelvis nice and stable. I'm working through the core, through the center. I'm breathing out as I open, breathing in to come back. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hold the hips up. We've got 10 little pulses. So for this, we lower and push, squeeze through the glutes, feel the inner thighs contracting, and then lower. We've got 9 more like this. Really slowly through the pulses. Pressing through the heels. I'm really feeling this today. Very good. Last 5, 4, squeeze, 2, 1, and lower down 1 vertebra at a time. Very good. Excellent. From here, let's hug the right knee in to the chest to stretch it out. Remain with the palms behind the thigh. And then from here, we're gonna bend the knee and then stretch the leg out. Working through the hamstring control and flexibility. Flex your foot, point your toe, and then bend the knee back. And again. Now, if your mobility doesn't allow you to do this, maybe just don't interlace the fingers, maybe just hold on to the thigh. See what is best for you. But I would like you to try to stretch through the leg all the way and then work through the mobility of your ankle. We're just gonna feel a nice stretch. That's your sciatica nerve. Just flossing here through this movement. Just don't forget to breathe in through the nose, nice and wide through the ribs. Very good. Last one here. Now, hold the foot flexed. Take your arms onto the mat and then lower the leg down nice and slowly. Think about lowering the leg into honey. So you feel that resistance. Then you point your foot and then you bring the leg all the way up. Flex the foot to lower. Point the toe to bring the leg up. Very good. Few more here. This is really helping us build the strength into the hip flexors, which you might find they are quite weak. Probably you already feel the tension building into the front of the hip, and that's okay. Good. Last two here. Just flow the leg nice and slowly. Smooth movement. Good. From here, we're gonna bend the knee with the knee above the hip, knee bend at 90 degrees, and point through your toe. We continue with the hip circles. So we think about having a pencil onto the knee, drawing circles up onto the ceiling. So this exercise is done with the leg stretched, but for the beginner class, I've chosen to keep the knee bent because I want you to do it with control. So for this, keep your arms onto your pelvis so you can feel if it's moving too much. If it does, take the circles a little bit smaller. So you bring the knee in towards the chest, then you open out to the side, bring it down, cross it over, and start all over again. Now let's circle the other way. This time I'm crossing over, bring it down, out to the side and in towards the chest. Breathe in through half of the circle, breathe out the other half. Again, you'll notice that we really need that deep breathing connection, because that will help you stabilize through your center and through your pelvis and just work through the mobility of the hip. This is last one. Good. And then we lower the leg down. Hug the left knee in towards the chest, breathe out. And then interlace the fingers behind the thigh, and we start stretching the leg, flex the foot, point the toe, and then bend the knee back. And again, stretch, flex, and lower. Good. And this is a good opportunity to really see which leg feels a bit more tight. And then work a little bit more on that side. For me, the right leg, the hamstrings are always a little bit more tight. So at the end of the session, I always try to stretch more on that side. Good, last one here. And then we flex the foot, take the arms down, and let's start lowering the leg down nice and slowly. maybe only to the hip level, point the toe, and then bring the leg back up. Try to bring the leg up until your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to come up. In to lower. Out to come up. Very good. Take it nice and slowly. Good. If your hip feels tight, maybe try to do this exercise with the knee bend. Last two here. Really try to go through all these movements. Holding tight, you've got this. Last one here. Bend the knee, keep the knee at 90 and point through your toes. Reconnect your shoulder blades together, push the shoulders down, and let's start circling through the hip. Again, if you want, keep your arms onto the pelvis so you feel if there's movement there, so you're able to correct. Bring the leg out, down, cross it over and back in towards the chest. I'm really trying to open as much as I can without too much movement from the upper body. Let's do two more this side. Then we're going to change the direction. Keep breathing. Focus in your body. See how you're feeling. And then let's change the direction. We've got 8 more here. I don't think we give enough attention to our hips, especially into strengthening them. And that's why you might feel them tight, but the truth is they are weak. So this kind of exercises work both on the mobility, but also on the strength. Last one here. Beautiful. Lower the legs down. Let's take one more bridge position here just to stretch through the hips and bring your arms over the head. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring the arms back down and then lower your hips all the way down. Okay, lovely. Now from here we are going to turn onto our side for the next exercise, and I always advise my clients to align their body to the back of the mat. So I'm really trying to feel the back of the mat. Good. The bottom arm is pointing up underneath the head. If you want, you can have a cushion underneath your head. In terms of your shoulders, you want to keep them nice and stacked on top of each other, and the same the hips. From here, you lift nice and up from your ribs, and as you look down, you want to see your feet. For the beginner, you want to bring your arm in front of you for a little support. You breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you lift the leg up and lower. Very good. Breathe in and out. Good. If you want, you can work through the ankle movement as well. Point the toe to come up, flex the foot to come down. You don't want to go with the leg too high. Good. Keep lifting. So you want to have a little gap between your ribs and the mat. That means you're engaging, you're holding the core nice and strong. Good. Up and down. Float it nice and slowly. Good. It's always good to have a little cushion between your head and the arm. Good. Last 2 here. You should feel a nice warmth through the glutes. Very good. From here, I'm gonna bring my arm again in front of me, and we're gonna kick the leg forward with the foot pointed, and then flex the foot to bring it back. Try to keep your leg in line with the hip, so you don't want it too high or too low. And the most common mistake is that as people bring the leg forward, they drop the hips down. So you want to control the movement and go forward and back as much as you can without compromising the posture of your upper body. Good. Last 4 here. Slowly think about moving the leg into the water. Breathe out to come forward and breathe in to come back. Last one here. I know it hurts. Good. Hug your knee in and let it stretch. Good. From here, last one in this position, we're going to bend the knees and keep the toes pointing down, heels together, arm onto your hip. From here, we are going to open into the clam and then close. Open the knee, keep the heels in contact, and the left toes in contact with the mat, but I'm keeping the heels off the mat. Again, the posture here into your ribs, try to lift off. I'm not sinking down, I'm lifting, I'm holding nice and strong. Last 5. You should really feel it into the side of your hip. Last 2. Last 1. Good. From here, if you've been on your left side, I want you to push up, bring your left knee forward, right knee back. So hopefully your knees are fine to do this. If not, you can do the stretch by being onto your knees like this. So if you can do this position, I'm very happy. I want you to bring your right arm onto the left leg and then stretch your left arm over. And breathe out. Breathe in, arm down, and then the right arm comes over. We go all the way onto the forearm, and I'm stretching, feeling a nice stretch onto the side. Breathe in to come back again. This is a nice, beautiful stretch called the mermaid stretch. Excellent. And then from here, we go all the way onto the other side to finish off this side lying series. Good. The palm is down. We check our posture with the back of the mat. We align. I've got this mat that has a nice straight line into the middle. This nice way to check as well the posture. I'm looking down and I see the feet. Yes, so just a little bit. You shouldn't go too far forward. From here, arm in front of you for a little support. Tighten through the abdominals to come up from your mat. We breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift, in to lower. Here, to be honest, it doesn't really matter the breathing pattern. See what is best for you. Continue to point through the toe and flex through the foot to lower the leg down. Many people get cramps onto the feet, and this is because you just don't do this every day and you lack mobility. But with time, this should improve. Lovely. Let's do 4 more here. Last 2. Last 1. And we continue with the side kick. So make sure your ankle is in line with the hip, not too high and not too low. We place the top arm in front of us for support. It's quite hard to do this one without the palm forward. Good. We breathe out to bring the leg forward with the toe pointed, and then flex the foot to return it back. Good. Out to bring it forward. Breathe in to bring it back. Now I'm doing here a little bit of hip extension, but I'm not going too far back because I can feel my hips falling. So really be aware of these little changes in your body, and then try to fix them. As you know, Pilates is all about connecting the mind to the body, trying to forget about your work, about your shopping list, whatever it is that is bothering you. You've got 30 minutes to really be connected to your body and to your breath. Good. Last two. Last one. And bend the knee. Feel a nice stretch into the side of your hip. And then from here we glue the heels together. Toes of your right foot are touching down. From here we open the leg out and close. Out and close. For this exercise you don't really need the arm forward, but obviously if you feel like you're lacking balance, you can have the arm forward. We'll do 8 more here. Breathe out to open the knee, breathe in to close. Very good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's lift up into a seated position. This time I'm bringing the right knee forward and the left knee back. Cross your arm over, bring your top arm over, and hold it there for 1 big breath. Lower down with your arm, stretch nice and long through the side of your waist. Let's take 1 more on each side. Good. And lower down. Very good. Let's lower ourselves onto our back for a final stretch. We're gonna hug the knees in. Good. And raise your chest up for a nice stretch. Down again. In through the nose to prepare. Out through the mouth to come up. Last one. Very good. Lower the legs down. Thank you so much for taking this class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel nice and strong. Don't forget to join me into the next class.